So this is probably one of the favorite types of videos that we make, and that is we're gonna head into the store called Five Below, and we're gonna show you all of the things that they carry in this particular store for RV living. I know we're gonna have some great organizational finds, and who knows what else that we might find too. They're always changing what they have available in here, but here's the thing. It's not just Five Below. You're gonna be able to find a lot of these types of things on Amazon as well, but if there is a Five Below in the area you're in or in an area you're going to travel to, you're gonna wanna put this on your list, and you're about to see why. So one of the things that I think is super cool about Five Below is they have all sorts of outdoor games and things like that that are very inexpensive. So Five Below, everything is $5.55 or below, with the exception of very few things. So right here, we actually have a ladder ball game and a cornhole game that are $5. And this is an absolutely great deal to be able to put in the bottom of your RV to have something to be able to do while you're at the campground. So I'm actually gonna pick up this ladder ball game because we need something that we can kind of just, do outside of the RV if we find ourselves stuck at the RV park. So this is going in the cart. So here you have the inflatable boxing gloves, or as I like to call this, the conflict resolution set. So if you need some conflict resolution, here you go. Good conflict resolution right there. $5, cheap therapy. So these totes, so these really are for the beach, the pool, things like that. But sometimes these can come in really handy with RV organization too, to be able to put things in like towels and blankets, and then be able to put them and store them away in areas. So don't ever discount these types of bags when it comes to an organization standpoint, because these can have some really good uses for that as well. So I always like having some of these on hand. Now check this out, Ben. Didn't we look for one of these on Amazon and they were like $20 or something like that? It's the bug zapper racket. Now, this probably doesn't come with batteries for $5, but that's okay. So we should get one of these. Yes. Because I feel like that when you're in an RV and you end up with mosquitoes or something in the RV, you can go through the RV with this. And zap the bugs. So for $5,
let's do it.
We're picking one of these up.
Throw it in the cart.
Okay, so the bug spray. Now, one thing whenever I come to a store like this is I always want to compare. So $5 for your mosquito repellent here. I just checked my app and it actually is more expensive at Walmart. So this is a deal at Five Below. So they have all sorts of t-shirts here. Now they actually have some really fun outdoorsy designs. Like this one that says Death Valley, or this one that says Venice. Some fun, just kind of travel style t-shirts, and they're only $5. Can't go wrong. Okay, so this is part of the whole reason that I actually personally wanted to come to the store today, because I have realized something with our refrigerator organization, and that is I use a lot of bins in the refrigerator to keep things from sliding around. But in an RV fridge especially, airflow is super important, and I realized that maybe I actually didn't do myself a favor using the bins because it could potentially hinder airflow. So I wanted to come in and pick up some of these wire baskets specifically for our fridge organization, because that way I'm not gonna block any airflow in the fridge. So I'm gonna pick up several of these specifically for the fridge, but they work great in other areas of the RV for organization too. And these ones are only $4, so pretty good bargain. Nice heavy duty wire bin versus some of the cheaper stuff that you find at, say, maybe the Dollar Tree. So another thing that I absolutely love when it comes to RV organization are these rope style bins. Now that's because they are super flexible, and so you can kind of shove them into nooks and crannies. Some RVs, especially like Airstreams, have the rounded cabinets. It can be hard to put something in there that is square and doesn't have any flex. So rope style bins, I use these all over the RV. These ones are $5.55, super cute designs and are great for RV organization. So I am absolutely loving this greenery and these little fake plants. Now, I just barely keep my own children alive and pets, so I don't need to keep anything else alive. So I absolutely love these little just kind of fake plants. And if you didn't check out our video from last week on how that I actually use these and keep these secure, you'll have to check that that out. I'll put a link at the end of this video and you can check it out when you're done watching this one. But for $5, actually this one's only $3 for these smaller ones. Super, super cute and perfect to just bring some life to the RV. Look what I found. We can bring the cat with us on hikes and she can look out the little window and everything. So check this out. This is one of those felt letterboards. Now I have one of these that I keep in our RV because it's super fun as we go from place to place to be able to update this with just where we're going next. I've seen other people that have used it in different ways. I paid way more than $5 for mine on Amazon, but $5.55 here at Five Below. And it's a super fun thing to have in your RV. So another thing I absolutely love about Five Below is they have so many things for pets. So we've got like the doggy waste bags, there's leashes, chew toys, food storage bag. Great for RVing. We actually put all of our dog food in a big bag underneath, but then smaller amounts in the RV. So something like this is absolutely perfect. But good brand name. You've got Coleman here. Lots of good things for pets here. So another cool thing that they have here at Five Below. Now this is in the section where it gets a little bit pricier than $5, but it's still super inexpensive compared to what you might find at, say, a Walmart or a Target or even those types of stores. But they have like fitness things. So here's like a wobble board for $10. You've got battle ropes for $15. This I thought was really cool. This is like a aqua bag, so you fill it with water, and so however much water you put in it, so you can adjust like the weight as far as how heavy that it gets, but be able to use this. Lots of these types of fitness things where you want to stay fit on the road, but can't really take like the whole home gym with you, right? So these are some great alternatives that you can just throw in the storage compartments of the RV and be able to still get in that exercise. So these types of lights come in so handy in the RV. These are battery operated push lights, and I've actually installed several of these in several places of our RV. Now, especially under cabinets where it can be difficult to see at night, or if you don't want to turn on all the RV lights, maybe like at night, but you just need to be able to see to get a cup of water or something. I absolutely love these. And for $5.25, super good price, lots of different options to add some lighting into your RV. So I just noticed they actually have these solar motion activated lights. So I'm gonna actually pick up a couple of these because my parents, who are also full-time RVers, put these on their RV, and it's actually really nice. Like when you're walking up to their RV at night, these come on because they're motion activated and solar, so you don't have to worry about any of the batteries. This is a great buy. Most hilarious thing that I think I've ever seen in my life. Like you're gonna clip your condiments to your car vent and then be like, yes, thank you.
Hey, a Chick-fil-A ranch or buffalo sauce would definitely fit in there. You could actually put the whole packet in there.
This is ridiculous.
We're gonna get it.
No, we're not. So this is an absolutely great find. They have these yoga mats for $5, but now listen, you want a yoga mat in your RV, even if you are not somebody that is into yoga. These actually work great if you need to crawl under your RV or travel trailer or anything to be able to fix anything underneath. Just unroll one of these and you've got a nice kind of cushioned area to be able to crawl up underneath without getting super dirty. So we keep one of these in our RV, and if you're gonna live RV life, pick one of these up. I'm trying to find bargains here, okay? Stop. So another thing that they have here are some different board games now. You're gonna want to have some board games in the RV. Trust me, you will have a rainy day or two if you live this lifestyle for any length of time. So it's always good to be equipped and just have a few things on hand for those times that you're just stuck in the rig. So one of the things that I absolutely love for RVs is anything that is an over-the-door anything. Now, a lot of RVs do have a sliding pocket door, but most of them will have some sort of door to the bathroom that's actually actually on a hinge, and that is where an over-the-door pocket organizer comes in. So this one's super cool, $5.55. It's got 4 pockets. This is a great thing to be able to use for RV organization. And then these collapsible crates. Now, anything that is collapsible when you're living the RV life is your friend, because this is super easy to store away if you're not using it or it's just not needed at the moment. But you can set it up and have it pop up when you're needing the space, or to be able to just organize something. Counters, I always like to have like something to contain things on counters. So looks like actually they've got one right here. It's all assembled. So very nice to be able to organize. And then you've got your normal kind of bins here too. Now these ones aren't as soft as the rope ones, but they do still have some flex and give. So depending upon the space that you have, bins are your friend. And for $5, super, super cheap. So I just had a great idea for a DIY. So these are like just lantern boxes, but the ropes actually have clips on them. And I've got a really fun idea. So we're gonna pick up 2 of these and then we're gonna DIY. So real quick, we always love bringing you resources that we are using ourselves and that we have found so super helpful. So I did wanna take just a quick minute to share with you about campgroundviews.com, because I know you're probably thinking about those trip plans, as are we. And campgroundviews.com is a great tool to use to be able to plan those trips. Now, I can't tell you how many times that I have gone to make a reservation at a campground, especially campgrounds that are in national parks, state parks, parks that are essentially run by government entities, and the campground map gives you little to no information. In fact, I remember we stayed at one in Wisconsin and the map was so horrible that when we got there, I felt like it was not even set up the way that the map looked like online. Campgroundviews.com is the solution for that, because you can actually take virtual campground tours before you go. So instead of relying on this map that basically looks like it was drawn by a kindergartner, you can take a tour, see which sites are the best and which one's gonna fit your rig best. The other thing that Campground Views is now doing that I absolutely love is they're actually doing virtual tours of some of the cottages and things like that that are at various campgrounds. So if you've got relatives that are gonna maybe want to join you, they need one of the cottages that are at a campground, you could take a virtual tour of that too and make sure that it's gonna fit for them. So make sure that you check out Campground Views. They are a sponsor of this video, and we'll have information down in the description below. Okay, back to our stuff at Five Below. No. There's yours. All right. Let's go organize. So that was actually a pretty fruitful trip. Probably one of the most things that I am excited about is these right here. But we're gonna take these back to the RV. We are gonna get further organized, and hey, not a lot of money for some really good stuff that's gonna totally be helpful when it comes to RV living.
A few moments later.
So you'll have to check out this video up here. This is the one I mentioned earlier, and I know these hacks are gonna absolutely blow your mind. You wanna take a look at this. If we do not see you out on the road or around the campground, we'll definitely see you in the next video. Take care.